We are live from the Finneran Pavilion at Villanova University for the first ever Big Five Women's Classic. I'm Zachary Silverstein alongside Tyler Blankenship. We will have the call for you live on WHIP Radio on YouTube. Tyler, how big of a night is this for Temple? The first ever Women's Big Five Classic Championship, and they get to be a part of it.
I mean, a huge night, obviously, the first time ever. You have a chance to be crowned the first time championships, and it's a huge opportunity for Diane Richardson and her crew. Obviously, this means a lot for you, carrying momentum going forward. This isn't the trophy you want at the end of the season, but obviously in Philadelphia, this means a lot. And to be that first ever crown for it, it just means more when you're in the city.
And for Temple, it's going to be a really, really tough game. Villanova's a really good team, sitting at 5-3, coached by Denise Dillon in her 5th season. I know we talked about it in our pregame stand-up, but there's a couple players on this Villanova team that you're really looking at tonight that can give Temple some trouble.
Yeah, first and foremost is guard Jasmine Bosco. We have seen this Temple team struggle to guard opposing guards in previous games, and Jasmine Bosco may be one of their toughest matchups yet. She's a freshman out of Canada, and she is leading her team in points, steals, as well as assists. She also gets 4 rebounds a game, so she's doing any and everything on the floor, and she's out there for 35 minutes a game about. So she's going to be a tough matchup for everybody when she's on and off the ball. And then when you're looking at also rebounding, something that Temple has struggled with so far this season, there's a player in Danae Carter, number 25 for Villanova. She is leading her team in rebounds, and she will present a matchup problem for them as Temple has struggled to get those rebounds, specifically the offensive rebounds. So if Temple wants to get to an early start here, which they need to do, they've been struggling to get off to these hot starts. They really need to come out, get these boards, hit your shots at the free throw line, because we saw in the previous game against LaSalle, the free throw discrepancy was abysmal.
Yes.
So Temple needs to get off that early start, play safe and sound basketball, and see if you can, not have to rely on fourth quarter heroics.
And in terms of their shooting, Tiara East and Tariana Gary have been very streaky this season. Gary averaging just over 8 points per game. East is averaging just over 15 a game. So you look at the average for East, 15 a game is not bad at all, but it's really, really streaky. Like, she's very top heavy. She has a couple games in her 20s, and then she'll drop down to about 15 and under. A couple games where had single digits almost. I mean, how important is she going to be tonight for Temple? Not only tonight, but for the rest of the season. She's the leader of this team, was second team all-conference last year. They really need her to start getting more comfortable.
Yeah, it really is just just what you said. Get more comfortable, play more efficient. That's what it is. We've seen her play games before in the past this season where she'll start off 0 for 5, 0 for 6, and then really start to get it together in like the second half of the third quarter. But what you need is your leaders to keep everything calm and under control in the first half. That way your other players can get it together and contribute in the second half of the game towards the end, so that you're not fighting back for these late game heroics, as we mentioned. And they've gotten some of these spurts of energy, spurts of scoring from other players off the bench, such as Kayla Turner, who's been very impressive for them, where she's come in. We've seen her against Princeton, for example, where she didn't come into the second half, but immediately came in and was shooting very efficient. She was quick off the floor on offense and defense, and that's what you need off of your bench. Temple's bench has been very good at scoring for them, but that's not what you want to rely on to win the game.
Yeah, and one thing I thought is that maybe we would see Kayla Turner on the bench. If that is where she's the most productive, you got to keep going with that. If she's comfortable coming off the bench, giving you quality bench minutes and bench points, I think if it ain't broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep going to it.
Exactly. Basically playing that 6-man role, and she's excelling at it, so why stop?
Exactly, and definitely going to be a very, very interesting game for Temple. Want to see them play a complete 4 quarters of basketball, what is something that Diane Richardson has preached now in her 3rd season at Temple. All 3 years she has preached. We need to play a complete 4 quarters of basketball, and we are hoping to see that tonight. We're going to take a quick break while they do their starting intros for both teams. Again, I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. We will have the call for you live on WHIP Radio on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship live from Veteran Pavilion at Villanova University. We're just about ready for tip-off. The starting lineup for Temple: Tristan Taylor, Tariana Gary, Tiara East, Amaya Oliver, and Jolisa Molina. The starting lineup for Villanova: Brona Power Cassidy, Jasmine Basco, Maddie Weber, Laura Edmondson, and Danae Carter. Waiting for the referee to throw this one up for the tip. And we're underway here at Veteran Pavilion. Temple wins the tip. Amaya Oliver has it. Gives to Tristan Taylor. Taylor setting up her offense, gives to Gary. Gary back over to Oliver. Now East with it. East with a nice jab step. Pull-up jumper, kind of double clutched. Oliver gets the offensive rebound, and that ball will be out of bounds.
Yeah, an awkward first shot there. Like you said, kind of a double clutch. Still hit rim, had a chance to go in.
Yeah, she had a really nice jab step there. Got number 34, Maddie Weber, off balance a little bit. Now here's East with it again, being guarded by Weber. Oliver setting the screen. East driving in on Weber. Now Gary has it on the baseline. Pull-up jumper. That one is no good, off the rim. Rebound is pulled down by number 25, Danae Carter. Carter driving in on Molina. Carter passed it out to Weber. Weber gives to Edmondson. Pull-up jumper is good. About a little elbow jumper there, Tyler, to get things going.
Yeah, she was pretty wide open there after the drive. You drive in, you have your person flashing out of the post. Pretty easy shot.
Now, Jolisa Molina with the top of the key gives to East. East being guarded by Weber. Now Gary with it. Thought about a pull-up jumper, but had to stop. Now gives over to Oliver. Oliver jab step, and she's called for the travel. Just trying to do a little bit too much right there.
Yeah, maybe early game jitters, not sure what it is. Just need to calm down a little bit. We've seen a double clutch, we've seen a travel. Just play calm, play the basketball that you can play.
You talk about the jitters. We said big game, first ever Big Five Classic Championship for the women. Pretty nice atmosphere here as well.
Oh yeah, really fun arena, honestly.
It's really nice in here. Here's Carter with it, gives down low to Edmondson, a layup. That'll be an M1, blocking foul on Tiara East, and Edmondson will go to the free throw line for one.
Edmonton again using those long arms that she has to easily get that ball up there. Pretty easy layup, but then nice job by the defender trying to draw the charge there, but.
Now we have Laura Edmondson, the graduate forward from Melbourne, Australia, shooting just under 68% from the free throw line as she gets that one to go. Edmondson, in her 5th season, spent her first 4 years at Santa Clara, first season at Villanova. As here's Gary with it, gives to Molina at the top of the key. East coming around the screen, driving in, being guarded by Edmondson. Little floater off the back rim, and no good, as Villanova will come down with that one. Jasmine Basco has it. Basco gives to number 7, Power Cassidy. Now Weber with it, driving in, being guarded tightly by Taylor. Pull-up jumper, and that one's good, just using the height to shoot that one over the shorter Tristan Taylor.
Yeah, that's one of those guards for Villanova.
And Taylor tried to get fancy there, a little crossover, went up for the floater, and that one's no good.
Not sure why they're forcing shots.
Not getting very many good looks here to start this game as Villanova has it. Weber with it, pull-up jumper at about the free throw line.
Wow.
Bounces off the rim, high up, and that one falls down. Villanova leading 9-0 quickly here.
That was a very friendly Villanova bounce there.
Bouncing high off the back rim and going right in as now East has it, being guarded by Weber. East driving in on Weber, nice stop, pulls it out, and she gets that pull-up jumper to go. A very nice stop on a dime there by Tiara East.
Yeah, fantastic job getting that step back and immediately going into your shot. It looked smooth. She could tell. She knew it was going in as soon as she released it.
Here's Temple now trying to get something going. Jasmine Basco has it, gives over to number 14, Edmondson. Weber with it, gives down low to Carter. Carter being guarded by Oliver, posting her up, spin move, using her pivot foot for the layup, but that one's no good. A very nice move there by Carter, but couldn't get the layup to go, and Temple will have it.
Yeah, Molina almost lost the rebound there. If you're going to be crashing the board like that, you need to know where the opposing players in box out. You can't just assume that you're the only one going for the rebound.
Yeah, you have to box out, and her teammates need to communicate as well, let her know that someone's in the area. Here's East with it now, coming around the screen from Molina. East being guarded, puts that layup up, a nice little left-hand layup, gets that one to go. Temple now trails 9-4.
Yeah, that's not an easy shot. She was going to her left. She goes off of the left foot with the left hand. That's not a natural shot for her, but great job by her staying aggressive, getting that ball off the glass.
And she has all the points here for Temple. As Basco drives in, and that'll be, I believe, a jump ball called. And the possession arrow is with Villanova, so they will keep it.
Yeah, Bosco's going to do that. She's got the speed. She's going to get the edge on you. What you need from Temple is the help defense to crash in. She was kind of forced to take the foul there.
It's a very big team compared to Temple. Villanova is. They have the size. Now Temple needs to make up for it with communication and their quickness.
Active hands.
Carter with it at the top of the key. Gives to number 7, Power Cassidy. Lets that one fly. No good. Molina has the rebound. Tristan Taylor, the starting point guard, has it across midcourt. Taylor driving in, puts up that layup, and she gets that one to go. Being guarded by the taller Jasmine Bosco, but puts that layup right over.
Wow, the bank is open late for Temple. I think all their shots so far have gone out the glass.
Yeah, very nice shots here by Temple. Starting to get into it. Now trailed 9-6. As Edmondson has it. Gives to Bosco. Bosco lets that three fly. No good off the rim. And East is knocked down by Edmondson. That'll be a foul on Villanova.
Yeah, Bosco, you've seen with really the entire Villanova team so far, they are not hesitating on these threes, and you have to be able to close out quicker than that. She did have the space there. Really kind of lucky that didn't go in. This is a Villanova team that shoots about 36% from deep. That's pretty dang impressive.
Yes, 36 for a team is very impressive, and Bosco was wide open. Lucky for Temple, she could not get it to go. As now Maddie Burke will enter the game for Villanova. Down low to Tiara East, that pass from Amaya Oliver, and East gets that layup to go. Temple now trails 9-8.
A quick give and go with your big up top. Great job finding the space, getting the easy layup.
Temple on an 8-0 run as Carter has it. That was a nice pass there. Bosco drove down the baseline, found Carter, and she got that layup to go, no problem.
Yeah, like you said, she drove to the baseline. She drew the defenders towards her, had that open teammate right there near the free throw line.
Stopping an 8-0 run for Temple. Temple 4 for their last 4 as Taylor has it. Guarded by Bosco. Gary with it now, thought about a 3, now driving in. Tried to use her pivot foot, but another travel called on Temple.
All right, now something I want to watch with the Villanova defense here. You saw Bosco, when she got that screen, she went under it. If they're going to keep going under these screens, players like Taylor for Temple, they can take that opportunity to take a quick 3. If they're not going to go fight over those screens, they're leaving you space to take that shot.
Yeah, you need to be able to recognize how the defense is playing you. And you're right, Tyler. If you have that space, it might just be it might be a second or two, but you got to be able to take that shot.
Right. And something that Temple's done well so far, too, is the dribble handoff with players like Molina and Taylor, where they're able to get the big up top or Rivera, and then you get that quick pass off down low.
Carter has it, top of the key, driving in. That was a very nice move. Oof. She had Jaleesa Molina flat-footed and just drove right to the basket. Molina thought she was going to pass that one, and Carter drove right in. Bosco goes down to the floor, and that'll be a foul called on Temple.
See the replay. She might have had her feet might have kept moving there on the screen.
Yeah, the foul was called on Anissa Rivera for Temple. And we're going to take a quick break here, a timeout here at the Finneran Pavilion. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. You're listening to WHIP Radio on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Temple starting out slow, but starting to pick it up. 4 for their last 4, trailing 13-8 with 4:48 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, good job by them. Started off slow, as we've talked about with the team, having struggled with it before, but great job fighting back immediately. The thing that's sticking out to be the most, though, that's really worrying about this Temple team right now is the 3 turnovers they have early. They need to get that under control. They're a team that actually has a better turnover ratio than Villanova, so if you can get that under control, you can actually have a lead in this game.
Villanova with the ball now. Jalea Green gives to Jasmine Bosco. Green with it again. Being guarded tightly by Rivera. A nice pass down low to Maddie Burke, and she gets that layup to go.
Yeah, Kayla Turner on, good pass by Turner there down to Molina, but
Kayla Turner found Jaleesa Molina under the basket. A very nice pass to thread the needle, but Molina turned it over, and here's a 3 by Maddie Burke. In and out, no good, but Villanova gets the rebound. That was number 34, Maddie Weber with the rebound, tried to find Carter and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, the point I was going to make, though, off of that Kayla Turner when she's playing defense there, if you're going to be switching 1 through 5 as a team where your guard ends up on the big, down low, Kayla Turner did what she was supposed to do, go for the steal there because you know that they have the size. So either you're going to have to go for the swipe down on the shot, but when she's taking these shots up above you, go for the steal.
And Jaleesa Molina struggling the last couple of games, again, turning that one over. As Turner has a pull-up jumper, wow. And that one is good.
The confidence there to just rise up as you get to the mid-range area. Great job by Turner there. We've seen this from her all season so far.
Yeah, the sophomore guard from Jacksonville, Florida. 1 season at Alabama A&M, her first season at Temple. As Villanova has it now, that's Maddie Weber driving in. Foul called, can't get that layup to go. The foul is on Tiara East, and Weber will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, swipe it down, possibly going for the ball there, but at that point, you just need to get in front of your defender, keep your hands up. They're going to draw that foul every time. And Villanova, very good with their free throws.
Yes. Very good free throw shooting team. Very good three-point shooting team as well.
Yes. And they are not, you can tell already, they're not afraid to take them.
They're not, no. If they have any little bit of space, they will pull up. As Weber gets that first free throw to go, she's shooting just under 89% on the season coming into this game. Was 16 for 18, now 17 for 19. As she gets her second free throw to go. I started to mention Jaleesa Molina, not in the game anymore, did start. She's really struggled the last couple games. I remember last week you and Nick Parr were on the call against Princeton, and she had a lot of layups that she missed, just could not get those ones to go. Had a better game against LaSalle, but turning the ball over right after that nice pass from Kayla Turner.
Yeah, what you have to do, you can't get too frustrated when you're the player like that. I know Temple's gone against a lot of other teams that are, they have that size on them. We've mentioned even with this game, and Molina's oftentimes the one that has to take the brunt of that, but you have to be effective where you can. Get the rebounds, box out. If you're not scoring, that's fine.
As Gary pulls up for 3, and that's off the side of the rim. It'll go out of bounds, and I believe it'll stay with Temple.
But I do like seeing that from Gary. They haven't taken a 3. That's the first 3 that Temple's attempted this game. She had the space. Take the shot if it's there.
Yeah, she's the sharpshooter for this team, only shooting 25.5% from 3, but she is out there for those shots. As Turner pulls up for a free throw line jumper, no good. Rivera gets the rebound. Another pull-up jumper, that one off the rim. Curry rebound. Savannah Curry, the freshman guard, pulled down the offensive rebound, and a foul was called on Villanova.
I love seeing that from the Temple Owls, fighting for these rebounds off the offensive glass. That can be a huge difference maker throughout the game.
Second chance points could very well be what makes or breaks this game, as Curry has it down low, throws up a floater off the backboard, and gets that one to go. Savannah Curry, the freshman guard.
Yeah, great job there, posting up, just taking the shot. I like this aggressiveness we're seeing from Temple down low in this game.
Yeah, Temple usually a team that takes a lot of jumpers, but nice to see them working in the paint.
And that could open up for things later on down up higher.
Bosco drives in, gets a nice layup to go over the outstretched arm of Amaya Oliver, as Turner has it directing traffic. Turner driving baseline, pulling it back out. Nice pass down low to Oliver. Posting up Edmondson. And another travel called on Temple.
Oh.
That one will be on Oliver.
That's just another unforced turnover by Temple there.
The last thing you want, obviously, you never want to have turnovers, but when they're turnovers that aren't steals or anything like that, when it's just you traveling or passing the ball out of bounds, like those are, like you said, the unforced turnovers are what really going to upset Diane Richardson.
Yeah, you're shooting yourself in the foot in a game that you're already down with these turnovers. You can't let this game get out of hand because of your own mistakes.
Weber with it, being guarded by Taylor. A size mismatch here. Nice spin move by Weber. Throws up that layup. I can't get it to go, but it will go out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe, Anissa Rivera.
Yeah, it looks like this will stay with Villanova.
Out on the court for Temple is Oliver, Turner, Curry, Rivera, and Gary. On the court for Villanova, Power, Cassidy, Green, Edmondson, Burke, and Weber. Inbounding it is Power Cassidy. And a bad pass there. Tried to find Maddie Burke. And that was Tariana Gary trying to get that loose ball, and it hit off her fingertip. It'll stay with Villanova.
Barely touched the ball as it went out.
She tried to pull back her hand last second, but too late. Power Cassidy will inbound to Green. Jalea Green driving in. A wide open three for Weber, and that one's no good, but gets the rebound. And Green has it, now gives back to Weber. Weber taking her time now, being guarded by Turner. Power Cassidy has it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass down low to Edmondson. The whistle is blown, and a travel called on Laura Edmondson.
Yeah, so during that possession, the first time Villanova put up that shot, it was a wide open three that we saw. That's already an issue. What's the bigger issue there is everybody watching the shot.
Yes.
Nobody finding the position for the rebound. Everyone's just watching the ball. And then Villanova was able to easily get the offensive rebound because Temple players are just standing flat-footed watching the ball.
Temple trailing 19-12, 1:45 to go in this first quarter. Rivera has it, being guarded by Carter. Now Taylor with it, driving in on Weber. Gives to Gary. Gary, pull up three.
Blocked.
That one was blocked by Power Cassidy as Carter has it on a fast break. A nice steal there by Gary, playing the passing lanes, and now she's down, colliding with Oliver, but Taylor has it, driving in on Green, pulls it back out. Now taking her time, starting to direct traffic. Hands off to Gary, now Oliver with it. Oliver being guarded by Edmondson. Oliver, nice spin move, pull-up jumper, air ball, but a nice rebound by Anissa Rivera, and that'll be a foul on Villanova. So Tyler again creating those second chance opportunities on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I mean, well, it might have been an air ball, but either way, getting the ball off the missed shot. Great job tracking it down and putting the ball up when you know you've got a defender in a bad position. Get it up there, see if you can get it in. If not, like, they're at the charity stripe.
Both teams on a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So you said Villanova's had a couple wide open threes. Really, Temple lucky to only be down 7 right now.
Yeah, you can't rely on those missed shots from three, though, because like we said before, Villanova's a great three-point shooting team. So you're going to have to close out on these early, or at the very least, just stop watching the ball, because even if they are missing the threes, you're not getting the rebounds.
Now coming into the game for Temple is number 5, Kellyanne Cedeno, the freshman guard from Boston, Massachusetts. As Rivera will be at the free throw line for 2 shots. Rivera can't get that first free throw to go off the back rim.
And this has been a consistent issue for Temple this year, men's and women's, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just the entire school thing.
Yeah, the men's team really struggles from the line. Have lost a couple games because of their inability to make free throws. Rivera gets that second one to go. Came into the game shooting just over 81%, so a bit of a surprising miss on that first attempt there. As Bosco has it being guarded by Taylor, just crossing that V at midcourt. Gives to Weber, or gives to Edmondson, excuse me. Now Weber with it, gives back to Edmondson, being guarded by Rivera. Bosco gives to Carter on the cut. Carter being guarded by Oliver. Utilizing that pivot foot. Can't get that layup to go. That was a tough layup. Trying to get that through Oliver, and Temple has the rebound. Here's Tristan Taylor pushing up court. Being guarded by Bosco. Driving in, gives to Rivera in the corner. Lets that three fly, and that three is good for Anissa Rivera.
That's a fantastic job reading the defense. If you're going to drive in like that and you see the help defense crash in on you, you know you're going to have an open shooter in the corner there. She found them, get the shot up. Great job by Temple there.
Taylor playing the role of a true point guard there.
And to be honest, Tristan Taylor right now, we see her playing defense on Villanova's guard, Bosco, doing a great job. We're seeing her slide pretty easily with the lateral movement. She's doing a great job keeping her feet active.
And that was about 7 or 8 seconds there of tight defense as Temple forces the turnover. Rivera has it now. Cedeno thought about a pass, put her hand on it, and then dribbled once again. That'll be a double dribble called on Kellyanne Cedeno, killing that fast break opportunity there for the Owls.
Another unforced error.
Another one. And you mentioned the defense there by Taylor. And just staying with Bosco for 7 or 8 seconds there, sliding her feet, guarding her tightly. And even right now, look how close she is to her.
Yeah, not giving her any breathing room is exactly what you want. She's their best player. Wear her out. Don't let her get these easy shots.
Temple on a scoring drought of about 3 minutes and 15 seconds as Carter passes out to Burke. Burke lets it fly at the buzzer. That one's no good. Temple trails Villanova 19-16 after 1 quarter here in the first ever Women's Big 5 Classic Championship at Finneran Pavilion at Villanova University. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. We're going to take a break, and we'll have the second quarter call for you right after this. You're listening to WHIP Radio on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Temple trailing Villanova 19-16, and Tyler, just when that first quarter ended, you pointed to my computer screen. Villanova 0-for-5 from three-point range, which is very surprising and very lucky if you're the Owls.
Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last because we know how well this team can shoot the ball. So Temple, like you said, lucky right now, but you have to start closing out. Stop giving them those open shots and get yourself back in this game. The biggest thing to me is the turnovers. Temple has a lot of unforced errors right now. They're leading the game in steals, but you still turn the ball over more, and Villanova taking great advantage of it with more points off turnover. They have 6 points off a turnover, and they're winning by 3 right now.
6 turnovers for Temple, as that'll be a foul called on Villanova.
Second time getting to the charity stripe now.
Here's Tristan Taylor at the free throw line. Taylor gets that first free throw to fall. Came into the game shooting 72.7% from the free throw line as she gets that second free throw to fall. Temple now trails 19-18.
As we hear the yeah from the Temple band there.
Made famous by Diane Richardson last year, her catchphrase there.
Love to hear it.
Carter has it for Villanova. Gives to Weber. Trying to make a pass down low did Bosco, but now Carter has it. Driving in on Oliver. Puts up the layup off the backboard, then off the rim, and no good. Oliver has the rebound.
Fantastic defense there, staying in front, not reaching in, just keeping your hands up.
Taylor being guarded by Bosco. Thought about maybe a step back jumper, but decided not to. Now tries to give to Oliver, but poked loose by Bosco on the fast break. Puts up that layup and gets that one to go.
Yeah, Taylor really telegraphed that pass. If you're going to be staring down your low post offensive player there, you need to use your eyes to move your defender out of the way a little bit, almost like a quarterback in football. She just telegraphed it the whole way.
And another turnover for Temple.
Wow.
A nice deep pull-up mid-range jumper for Anissa Rivera, and she gets that one to go.
Zero hesitation there. Great shot.
Here's Villanova with the pull-up jumper for Maddie Burke, and she gets that one to fall, answering right back with a mid-range jumper of her own.
Couple smooth jumpers back to back.
Curry with the ball, directing traffic, gives to Anissa Rivera. Taylor with it, has Cedeno in the corner. Now Oliver with the top of the key, being guarded by Burke. Gives to Rivera, pull up three, but the whistle blown, a foul called on Temple. An offensive foul for the Owls, once again shooting themselves in the foot, Tyler.
Oliver having a rough go at it so far in the first half of this game. A lot of fouls on her, a lot of turnovers. She just needs to play a little bit cleaner. She just had an open shot there for her teammate in Rivera.
Temple trails Villanova 23-20 with 8:15 to go in this second quarter. Bosco has it being guarded tightly once again by Taylor. Now Burke with it. Burke gives to Power Cassidy. Power Cassidy down low to Burke. Burke into the corner for Bosco. Bosco lets a three fly, no good off the rim. Taylor has the rebound, pushing up court. Tries to find Molina, but that one's intercepted by Power Cassidy, and a foul will be called on Savannah Curry of the Owls.
Sorry, so a couple things here. On defense there for Temple, you left their best three-point shooter open in the corner, and you weren't closing out in time. And then on the transition D, after you get the rebound off of the missed three, luckily again, you pass it in when Villanova has numbers running down. You're trying to pass it in between three different defenders. Yeah. Take your time. You have the entire shot clock.
That would have had to be an incredible pass to be able to get that one through.
Right. And we've mentioned the length that Villanova has.
As Weber lets that one fly, air ball, not even close. Rivera has the rebound, pushing a high pass to Turner.
Oh.
And a travel called once again on Temple. That's about the fourth travel already in this first half, Tyler. And I can see you're distraught.
Well, if you would have told me that Villanova started this game 0 for 7 from 3, I would think that Temple's got a great shot here to have the lead, but it's their own unforced errors and these just uncharacteristic turnovers that they have that are killing them at the moment.
Yeah, it was a high pass to Taylor. She made a nice catch, but that was called for the travel. As Weber gives down low to number 14, Edmondson. Now Bosco driving in on Turner. Layup, no good. Rivera has the rebound. Another missed shot.
I can't believe
Villanova.
Bosco didn't take the open shot there.
Yeah. Temple again getting lucky as Turner has it. Coming around the screen from Rivera. Nice switch there for Villanova, getting Turner to stop in her tracks as Rivera has the top of the key. Turner with it again. Lets the three fly. No good off the side of the rim. Bosco has the rebound, gives up to Weber. Weber pushing. 2-on-2 fast break. Wide open three for Power Cassidy. That one's no good. As Temple has the rebound. Villanova 0 for 8 from three-point range.
They have to be frustrated right now. These threes are not going in, and it's not like most of them haven't been open.
No, about 5 or 6 of them have been wide open. Temple lucky to be down just 3. And another turnover there for Temple, and the whistle will be blown. I believe it's a foul on Savannah Curry.
Temple right now is losing by 3. Villanova has 8 points off a turnover because Temple has turned it over 11 times. We're not even into the second half yet. That is not obvious statement here. Not great.
Now, in the last about 3 minutes and 20 seconds, Temple has 5 turnovers, but Villanova is on a scoring drought of over 2 minutes. Bosco has it now. Power Cassidy with it, gives to Edmondson. Edmondson being guarded in the left corner by Jaleesa Molina, the right corner, excuse me. Now Burke with it, over to Weber. Weber guarded by Gary, now Power Cassidy with it in the left corner. Edmondson thought about a 3, now drives in on Molina. Loses the handle, but the whistle's blown. That'll be a foul on Temple.
Yeah, reaching in there on the drive. They're not giving them a free throw, right? No, okay.
No, it was on the floor. Villanova not in the bonus. Yeah, it'll be the inbound on the baseline for Villanova. A nice pass down low to Laura Edmondson. That was a really nice pass. I don't even think Molina saw the ball coming.
She was looking the wrong way. It was just out of position.
Yeah, she was not guarding the inbound pass properly. Taylor with it as the whistle's blown. That'll be a foul on the floor by Villanova.
Temple's defense has been keeping them in this game, keeping the margins close. It's on offense. They have to clean it up a little bit. Temple easily could have the lead in this game, but they just cleaned up these turnovers. Yeah, I mean, even the rebounds, they have 14 rebounds compared to Villanova's 8, and they're even winning on the offensive glass, which we don't normally see from this team. Yeah, so it's like everything is going opposite of what you would normally see from Temple, because even the turnovers, they're usually not this sloppy.
Yeah, if not for the points off turnovers, Temple would be in a nice spot right now. As Gary has it off the inbound, a tough turnaround jumper, no good.
Oh.
Jasmine Basco will just save that ball. It was almost out of bounds. Villanova with it. Edmondson thought about passing it to Ryan Allen, who just checked into the game. Basco lets a 3 fly, and again, that one's no good off back rim, and Temple comes down with the rebound.
Okay, great job. See, that's why you need to be boxing out right there. Fight for the rebound, then your other teammates can help you gather it.
Turner pushing now, gives it to Cedeno. Cedeno being guarded tightly by Basco, forced to pick up her dribble. Whistle blown, that'll be a foul on the Wildcats.
Temple lucky there that there was a foul. They were sticking with the action there to get the ball down low to the baseline. I don't think that was going to be open, though.
Now, checking into the game on the previous timeout was number 5, Ryan Allen, her first game action of this season.
Wow.
Tiara East driving in for the layup. Tough one, no good. Gets the offensive rebound. Driving in once again, wide open layup, and gets that one to go. So again, Tyler, the second chance opportunities really helping out the Owls.
Yeah, keeping them in this game at the moment. Yeah.
Villanova has it. That'll be a corner 3, a wing 3. That's an air ball for Ryan Allen, but Villanova gets the rebound. Edmondson tries to find Jalea Green. Now Green's on the floor, whistle blown. Just very sloppy first half here, Tyler.
Yeah, I don't know about this foul. They were just kind of fighting for a loose ball there.
I agree. Villanova 1 for their last 7. Ryan Allen, I mentioned, her first appearance of the season, comes in, shoots the 3, air ball.
And the Temple band let her hear it.
Yeah, the Temple band always letting them hear it. Doesn't matter if it's Leah Coors, Finner and Pavilion. But we're going to take a quick break here. Temple trails 25-22, 4:47 left to go in this first half. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship live on WHIP Radio on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Temple, lucky to only be trailing by 3, down 25-22 with 4:47 left to go in this first half. Villanova 0 for 10 from three-point range.
I can't believe that.
I mean,
it's been open threes, too.
Wide open threes. Temple very lucky to be still in this game as Jalea Green can't make that first free throw.
I mean, both teams are shooting 42% from the field. Temple's made the only 3 in the game. They're 1 for 4. And as you mentioned, Villanova's 0 for 10.
As Green gets that second free throw to fall. 14 total threes taken in this game between both teams, just 1 made. That was Temple. Rivera has it, gives to Taylor. Taylor driving in on Basco. Taylor loses it. Power Cassidy has the loose ball. Basco pushing up court on the fast break. A wide open layup after Tiara East went flying trying to get that steal.
Should we even mention it again? Another turnover?
Another unforced turnover.
I mean, and that's points off turnovers again for Villanova.
12 turnovers for Temple in this first half.
And now they're averaging a point per turnover lost.
East being guarded tightly by Green. A nice pass. Found Gary on the baseline. Gary driving in and is fouled by Power Cassidy. And Tariana Gary will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I'll tell you what, if she would have made that reverse, I'd be out of my seat right now. But great job even attempting that and getting to the free throw line.
So Temple, 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Gary going to the free throw line. Shooting just over 71% coming into this game from the line as she gets that first free throw to fall. We hear yeah again from the Temple band.
Shout out to the Temple, man. They are showing out here today in an away game.
We got Hooter right in front of them as well as Gary gets that second free throw to fall. Temple trails 28-23, or 28-24. Bosco getting a lot of heavy minutes in this game. Gives to Carter, who's being guarded by Molina, driving in on Molina. A high pass to Bosco. She can't handle it, and that's out of bounds. So now if you're Temple, you got to take advantage of this turnover from the Wildcats.
You have to. And that was a great job by them pressuring Carter, forcing her to make that errant pass. Bosco was able to hold on to it.
Taylor with it, directing traffic, being guarded by Bosco. A nice matchup between those two, playing each other very tightly. Gary has a nice pump fake, pull-up mid-range jumper, gets that one to fall. Temple trails 28-26. A nice pull-up jumper from Gary.
Yeah, I love that from Gary. You saw Molina was going to set up the screen, but she had the wide open space in front of her. She took that and got the easy jumper.
Taylor poked it loose from Bosco, now forcing the jump ball. And the possession arrow will be with Villanova. So, and I mentioned playing each other tightly. Very good defense there by Tristan Taylor.
Yeah, great job keeping your hands active, staying in front of a speedy young guard. Good job by Temple on defense. Like I said, it's just the offense has been the problem.
Yeah, that's Tristan Taylor, the sophomore guard, really playing Bosco tightly. Bosco, a freshman guard from Milton, Ontario in Canada. Weber has it, jab step on East, but gives to Bosco wide open, didn't take the 3.
Travel.
And a travel called on number 8, Jalea Green. So Green, the senior guard out of St. Louis, Missouri, being called there for the travel.
Yeah, she was open at the 3-point line, but decided to drive in, but just took too many steps.
East has it, gives to Rivera. Rivera, nice pass down low to East. East can't get that layup to go, but she's fouled. So Tiara East will go to the free throw line with a chance to tie this game.
I love the give and go action Temple's been doing this game so far, passing it to your forward at the top of the key and driving in. Doesn't seem like Villanova's been able to catch up to them with players like East when they just cut inside right there.
And both teams in the bonus, so we'll go to the free throw line every time there's a whistle called now to finish out this first half.
It's been a great job by Temple's offense recognizing the cuts when they are there, because you can tell that at times they've been trying to set up an action with the screens, but they haven't had to use them often because these cuts are just open.
Yeah, a lot of moving without the basketball for the Owls as East gets that first free throw to fall. She came into the game shooting just under 68% from the line, and she can't get that second free throw to fall right on cue.
Yeah, we gotta hold those comments to ourselves.
Yeah, I know. The announcer's jinx is definitely a real thing.
Yeah, we might get a letter from both Diane Richardson and Adam Fisher at the end of this season.
Temple trailing 28-27, 2:40 to go in this second quarter. As Weber thought about a 3, now driving in, a little floater off 1 foot, in and out, and Jaleesa Molina has the rebound. A very nice move from Weber.
Yeah, just that ball was almost completely down and just bounced right back out.
Taylor gives to East. East, a nice pass down low to Molina. Molina can't secure that pass. So Tyler, we talked about how much Jaleesa Molina has struggled. She's having trouble. There's layups that she's missed the last couple games, and now twice in this game can't haul in the pass.
Well, it's really just been almost all of the forwards for Temple because Oliver has had the travels and, I mean, even the double dribble, and then we got Molina who can't hold on to the ball. It's rough. Luckily, the guard play has been keeping you in.
Yeah, I mean, Villanova on a scoring drought of about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So Temple getting lucky here as Bosco drives in on Gary. Pass out to the corner for three. That's Weber. And an air ball, not even close as Tyler. I see that look on your face as Temple's now 0 for 11. Turner being guarded by Weber. Nice pull-up jumper from Turner. Gives Temple the lead, 29-28.
Off the dribble, rising up at the mid-range. You got your defender to back up, and she takes that space immediately to rise up.
I mean, could you think of a more nightmare start for Villanova from three-point range? As that's a long mid-range jumper from Laura Edmondson, and that's off the front rim. Temple has the rebound. Taylor trying to push.
I mean, respect to Villanova, keep trying. They've been a good three-point shooting team, so you have to think they're going to start falling eventually, but you might want to get more familiar with the paint.
Rivera, nice jab step, pull-up jumper over Carter, and Carter's caught for the foul, as Rivera will go to the line for 2 shots.
I mean, look, we've been lambasting Temple about these turnovers they've been causing, or then unfortunately giving to Villanova, but kudos to them for sticking in this game. They keep driving in. They're drawing these fouls. They're not relying on the three at all. They've only taken 4, and now you've got the lead because you've been driving in, taking advantage of your speed, getting these easy cuts. It's actually been pretty impressive by Temple to stick in this game even with the turnovers.
A bit of a different brand as Rivera can't get that first free throw to fall. A little bit of a different style of play for Temple so far in this first half. A lot of moving without the basketball, cutting on the baseline as Rivera can't get that free throw to fall. Either 0 for 2 from the line.
And I think it's the rebounds that have made a big difference in it. You're turning the ball over a lot, but you're winning the battle off the glass.
And a nice cut there for Maddie Weber. Gets that pull-up jumper to go off the pass from Laura Edmondson.
And that ends a 3-minute scoring drought for Villanova.
Yep, Villanova takes the lead 30-29. 1 minute to go in this first half. Molina gives to Rivera. Rivera, top of the key to Turner. Being guarded by Weber. Gary lets a 3 fly, no good off the rim. And Bosco has the rebound.
Yeah, Gary was open. That's the second time she's had an open 3, just not able to connect.
You'll live with that shot there from Gary.
100%.
As another pull-up jumper from Weber. She gets that one to go, now leading 32-29. Turner not wasting any time, driving in. Turnaround pull-up jumper off the front rim, maybe moving a little too quick there.
Yeah.
As Villanova will have the ball. It's number 34, Maddie Weber, the sophomore guard with it from Bridgeville, PA.
Yeah,
being guarded by Turner.
We may see Villanova try to use this clock.
2 seconds separating the shot and game's clock. As Weber goes down, throws up the shot, had to. And the whistle blown. I think it will stay with Villanova.
Weber with a really kind of a forced shot there.
Yeah, I think she fell over maybe to avoid the travel, threw up a shot.
I don't know. It looked like an awkward scoop layup, though, out from the free throw line.
And no, the ball will be Temple's. So the foul on Villanova. Temple going to the line because they're in the bonus. It'll be Tristan Taylor going to the free throw line. Taylor coming into this game shooting from the free throw line, shooting 72.7%. And Rivera definitely need these points after Rivera missed her 2 free throws on the previous trip for Temple. And no good off back rim as Tyler shakes his head. We talked about those free throws, how important they are. Temple leaving points out on the board now. Tyler, you ready for this? 6 for 11 from the free throw line for the Owls.
There we go.
Now 7 for 12.
Just staying right above 50% there. We mentioned that Villanova's missing all of these threes, and I said they should probably get more familiar with the paint. Right after I say that, they get 2 wide open mid-range jumpers right on the Big East logo for Villanova, and they sunk 2 of them back to back.
5 seconds to go in this first half. Bosco with it, driving in, puts it that layup before the buzzer. Clock still moving, have to get it in quick, and Taylor will just hold it. A very nice drive to the basket for Jasmine Bosco to end this first half and push the momentum in Villanova's favor. Villanova leads Temple 34-30 Tyler, quick thoughts here before we go to break in that first half.
Well, we've talked about it enough, so I'll leave the turnovers alone for now, but we'll see. We'll focus on the positives for Temple with the rebounds. You're winning off of that, especially off of the offensive rebounds. You've gotten a couple steals. You need to pass the ball around a little bit more potentially. You're maybe taking too many forced shots, but if the cuts are there, keep taking them. And if the Villanova is going to adjust and start crashing on the help defense out some more, you might have some more open threes going into the second half if you can drive in and kick the ball out.
Yeah, a very uncharacteristic first half for Villanova. 0 for 11. We talked about it during one of the breaks. We don't have the stat in front of us, but has to be one of the worst starts to a game. The most misses to start a game from three-point range for Villanova in a very long time. 0 for 11 for a team coming in who was very successful from three-point range. Temple very lucky to be down just 4, trailing 34-30. We'll have the second half call for you right after this break. 14 and a half minutes ago before we come back in. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship on WHIP Radio on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Temple trailing 34-30. Just about to start this second half here at the Finneran Pavilion at Villanova University. Looking at the stats at halftime, Tyler and I were looking at them. Villanova is outscoring Temple in the paint 24-8. Have 12 points off turnovers to Temple's 6. Just 1 second chance point though to Temple's 5. Temple just having a lot of turnovers, but Villanova, and there's turnovers, I'm looking at them, 13 for Temple. I mean, just a complete opposite of what we thought we were going to see coming into this game. And the complete opposite has happened so far.
Yeah, really. Hitting, but at least we're getting these points in the paint. And then for Temple, it's, hey, these mid-range jumpers are falling for us. We're hitting these correct cuts, these floaters and little faders are hitting, but I just keep playing the defense you're playing, because you're stopping whatever you're doing is preventing Villanova from hitting these threes. Even though a lot of them have been open, you seem to be closing out a little bit better. Just keep winning on the glass, keep crashing, stick with what you're doing for Temple. If you can clean up the turnovers, you have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, Villanova just really allowing Temple to stay in this game. We mentioned they are 0 for 11 from 3. And, I mean, when you force 13 turnovers and only have 12 points off those turnovers, that's something to keep an eye out for as well. And we're just about to start this second half.
Crowd getting hyped up.
Yeah, we have the music playing. Both bands get into it. For Temple on the court, Oliver, Molina, Gary, Taylor, and East on the court for Villanova. Power, Cassidy, Bosco, Edmondson, Carter, and Weber as we're underway here for this second half at Finneran Pavilion. Here's Taylor. Taylor with it being guarded by Bosco. Taylor gives to East. East driving in on Weber. Pull-up jumper. No good off the side of the rim. Barely clipped the rim there.
Not sure if she needed to force that shot there. Still had time.
Weber with it, top of the key. Being guarded tightly by East. Gives over to number 11, Jasmine Bosco. To Power Cassidy. Now Carter with it in the corner. Being guarded by Oliver. Carter gives to Edmondson. Edmondson trying to spin around Molina, but pass out to Weber, top of the key. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Weber has to hurry. Weber tries to find Power Cassidy, and Gary called there for a reach. Dyer Richardson is not happy.
She is, I don't know, she might be leaving the arena. It looks like she is very upset.
She was at just about midcourt and made her way all the way to the baseline.
I'm not sure. I mean, I can't really disagree. Steal for Temple. They call it a reach-in on what was a bad pass by Villanova.
Edmondson lets that one fly. That was Power Cassidy, excuse me, and she gets that 3 to fall. The first 3 of the game for Villanova.
And that's not what you want to see if you're at Temple. If those 3 start going in the second half, this might turn into a dangerous game.
And you said if you're Villanova, you're at halftime thinking, all right, we're getting the wide open looks. They got to start falling. First one there fell for the Wildcats. As Taylor, a nice floater there to respond quickly. Temple trailing.
That's more of what's been working for Temple here, these floaters, these mid-range shots.
Temple trailing 37-32 as Bosco drives in. A nice pass on the baseline to Edmondson, but can't get the layup to fall. Temple has it pushing. Here's Taylor. Taylor driving in on Bosco, puts that layup up, and that'll be a foul drawn by Tristan Taylor. The foul will be called on Jasmine Bosco.
And once again, that's a good drive by Temple, drawing the foul there. We saw them do that a lot in the second quarter. Maybe if they can get that going a lot here in the second half early, put Villanova in the bonus. But of course, if you're going to be doing that, you got to hit your free throws.
Yeah. Temple is 7 for 12 from the free throw line, just over 58%. As Taylor gets that one to fall, Temple now trails 37-33.
Temple has taken a lot more free throws than Villanova, though. They'll have 14 at the end of this attempt here.
Yeah, and just 5 for Villanova as she can't get that second free throw to fall. Just, Tyler, you mentioned it, you get to the line easily, but you have to capitalize off of those. Bosco driving it on Gary. Wow. A nice left-handed layup over Tariana Gary for Jasmine Bosco.
Yeah, put her shoulder into the defender there with her right shoulder, puts it up with the left. Pretty easy layup for her right there.
Here's Taylor with it. Thought about a 3. Now it takes a step-back jumper.
Wow.
Gets that one to go. A high-arcing shot there for Tristan Taylor.
Took the words out of my mouth. High-arcing, but confident shot there with the mid-range for Temple today.
39-35, Temple trails. 7:47 to go in this third quarter. As Edmondson has it, being guarded by Molina, gives to Power Cassidy. Bosco with it. Weber gives to Power Cassidy. Gary with her arms up. Carter with it, gives to Weber. Weber being guarded tightly by East, not letting her get a shot off. Power Cassidy down low to Carter. Carter, nice spin move, but no good. A very strong shot off the glass, and Temple has it.
Great defense by Oliver there.
East has it, driving in on Weber. Can't get that layup to go. A nice offensive rebound for Molina. East thought about a three, now driving in. Couple nice crossovers, pull-up jumper, no good off the rim. Tiara East just not looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, she needs to calm down. Her eyes are looking at the basket and the basket only. She's had some open teammates behind her if she would just take the time to look around.
Yeah, she is 4 for 10 from the field, 9 points for Tiara East. But a sloppy possession there for her as Maddie Weber has it, top of the key. Has a wide open teammate in the corner. That was Bosco, no good off the rim.
Yeah, may have been an over the back foul there on Villanova.
Carter came down with the rebound, but will be called for that foul.
And again, it's a good job by Temple. We've seen early here in the second half, going after the ball off the glass.
Waiting for the inbound pass here. Oliver will have it. Inbounding it to East. East just crossing that V at midcourt. Gives to Oliver a high pass, but gives to Molina, excuse me. A nice pass down low from Molina to East. And East gets that one to go. There was contact, the whistles are silent. Temple trailing 39-37. A nice behind the back move from Bosco, but Taylor still being glued to her and forcing that turnover. Tristan Taylor continuing the incredible defense on Jasmine Bosco.
I mean, a great job not giving her a lane to the basket, forcing her to make that pass, but there was miscommunication by Villanova there. Bosco thought her teammate was going to be more closer to the baseline corner, but they had already cut in and just threw it out of bounds.
Temple with the opportunity now to tie or take the lead. East driving in, turnaround jumper off the glass. Gets that one to go off the bank, now tied 39-39.
Great job by East there. She really loves that left-right little crossover. She gets the space she needs, and she's able to get it off glass.
Here's Edmondson with it, being guarded by Molina. Edmondson gives to Bosco. Bosco once again being guarded by Taylor. Weber with it now. Here's number 23, Maddie Burke. Lets a three fly, no good. She just entered the game. Another missed three by Villanova. Here's East with it now at the top of the key. She's got space, didn't take that three. Gary with it. Pull-up jumper, gets that one to go, and Temple takes the lead, 41-39, with 4:20 to go in this third quarter.
This is now an 8-0 run for Temple here in the third quarter. Fantastic job by them to now take the lead. These mid-range jumpers are falling. Yeah,
they are feeling really comfortable at that mid-range. Here's Weber with letting a three fly, no good once again.
Fantastic.
Edmondson had the board, but stripped loose. Oliver on the fast break decides to pull it out. Taylor has it. Pull up three for Tristan Taylor.
Whoa.
And that one is good. Tristan Taylor skips back in celebration. Villanova calls a timeout. Temple leading 44-39. Tyler, I see the smile on your face.
The confidence that Temple is shooting the ball with right now is excellent. These jumpers for them are really hitting. They're not forcing it finally, and these jumpers from mid-range and now from three, if they can get that going, they're only going to build on this lead as they're now on a 14-2 run over the past 4 minutes, and they cannot miss here in these last like 4 or 5 shots.
And that was Amaya Oliver finding Tristan Taylor, who was trailing. You said they can't miss. A 14-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 52 seconds for Temple, storming back, taking the lead 44-39. And Tristan Taylor, usually pretty reserved. We saw the celebration for her. The entire Temple bench, as soon as she let it go, got up. And then when she made that shot, when the ball went through the hoop, they all stormed onto the court because Villanova called that timeout. The momentum is in Temple's hands right now, leading by 5. Nice to see Tristan Taylor show some emotion. A little skip back as Oliver was there to greet her.
I mean, if you're looking at Temple here, they scored 14 points all in the second quarter.
Yep.
We have 3, let's see here. We got about 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. They've already scored 14. Villanova's only scored 5 this quarter so far. Temple off to a great start in the second half. If you can get out to an early lead here in the second half, and you can play in the fourth quarter like you have all season, where you've really been able to turn it on with your players such as Turner and other players off of the bench, Temple has a real shot here to build on this lead. But Villanova, we know they're capable of going on a run. If those threes start to hit for them, this could be a back and forth game, but Temple now has their largest lead of the game.
Yeah, Temple with 14 points in this quarter. Like you said, just 5 minutes and 3 seconds gone off the clock in this quarter. I mean, points in the paint, 6 points in the paint, 2 points off turnovers in this quarter. An 11-0 run for Temple, 14-2 in the last 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Now, if you're Temple, you got to keep this momentum going. You cannot let Villanova get back into it. Villanova, we mentioned that three-point shooting, 1 for 15 from three-point range, made their first three-point attempt of this second half. And we thought, okay, maybe they're starting to feel comfortable. They're back into it, but then missed the next three. And Temple able to capitalize. Temple only taking 6 threes this entire game so far, but not needed. You keep talking about how good they're looking from the mid-range. You don't need those threes when you're getting your mid-range jumpers to go.
Oh yeah, we almost were kind of surprised when we were looking at stats at the end of the half. We was like, wow, wait, Villanova has more points in the paint. It was a huge 22-point difference, but it's like because because Temple is taking these mid-range numbers, they are open. If you're defending the three hard and you're crashing in on the paint, there's going to be that space right there between the paint and the three-point line. If it's open, take the shot, and Temple is taking advantage of that space, and it's going in for them.
And also on the rebounding side of it, Temple with 26 rebounds, Villanova with 17. We said Villanova's a bigger team than Temple coming in here, but you wouldn't know it just by looking at the box score at those rebounds. Villanova on a scoring drought of 3 minutes and 22 seconds as they had the ball. Maddie Burke has the ball, trying to get things going. Bosco has it, being guarded by Gary. Bosco throws up the layup, and that'll be a foul called on Tariana Gary.
I'm not too sure about that one.
It looked like she had her hands up there. Not much contact, but Bosco will go to the line. And Temple
not happy.
Take a timeout. Dahlia Richardson not happy. I don't know if she's not happy at the refs and wants to cool down, or if she saw something on the defensive side that she wants to correct. But we will take a short break here. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. You're listening to WHIP Radio live on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio, live on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Temple storming all the way back, taking the lead 44-39 after a big-time three-pointer by Tristan Taylor.
Yep.
As right before that break, the foul was called on Tariana Gary on Jasmine Bosco, so now she will be at the free throw line shooting two, as Bosco gets that first free throw to fall.
And if you're Temple here, you mentioned it before, you want to keep that momentum going. You got to keep the energy up. You have to stay locked in. This is a Villanova team that's not going to flinch. They're going to stay confident in their shot and in their ways. They're going to keep coming at you. You have to stay locked in.
Bosco got that second free throw to fall as well. Came into the game shooting just under 87% from the free throw line. Temple now leads 44-41. Molina with it at the top of the key, gives to Taylor. Taylor being guarded again by Bosco. Rivera thought about a three. Now pull-up jumper. No, gives to Molina. Molina driving baseline. Finds Curry. Curry pump fake, puts it up. No good off the rim. She had a really nice look there, but couldn't get it to go.
I don't know if she was expecting the ball when she got it there from Molina, though.
Yeah, Curry just entering the game for the first time in this second half. Bosco gives to number 23, Maddie Burke. Now, Caitlin Orahill has it. Burke with it once again. Burke gives to Green. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Green driving in on Curry. Gets that layup to go. 44-43. Now this is where Temple may start to get in some trouble. Cannot let Villanova get comfortable.
Yeah, those points in the paint coming back into use for Villanova.
Here's Rivera with it. Driving in on Carter. Dribbles off her foot. And pass up to Bosco on a wide open layup. And she gets that one to go, giving Villanova the lead 45-44 as Temple going back into their own habits with those unforced turnovers. And Diane Richardson is not happy.
Villanova immediately goes on a 6-0 run, takes a 1-point lead back. And you're right, that was their first turnover for Temple in this half. And immediately Villanova gets points off of it.
Yeah, Villanova leading 45-44, 3:29 to go in this third quarter. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. You're listening to WHIP Radio on YouTube. Just a short time out there for Diane Richardson and the Temple Owls. Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship, live from the Finneran Pavilion on WHIP Radio on YouTube. The Temple Owls 4-3 on the season. The Villanova Wildcats at 5-3. Both teams playing for the Big Five championship game tonight. Tiara East driving in off the inbound, puts up the layup with the foul, and can't get it to go. That would have been a huge and-one for Tiara East.
And this is the Tiara East we like to see. The beginning of this half, she was kind of forcing some shots, taking these shots when she had defenders in her face. Now we're seeing her find the space with her quick movement. She's able to get to her spot and put the ball up. And now that one didn't go in, but she's still able to draw the foul because of how aggressive she's playing.
And East, the senior guard from Louisville, Kentucky, gets that first free throw to fall. Ties the game at 45. East named to the second team All-American Athletic Conference team last year, 2023-2024, and she gets her second free throw to fall to give Temple the lead back, 46-45.
And she's now the leading scorer in this game with 15.
15 points, like you said, Tyler. 6 for 12 from the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, as Carter has it being guarded by Oliver. Carter driving in on Oliver. Has Burke calling for it, but a cross-court pass to Orahill. Orahill giving to Carter. Carter, nice spin move, but that'll be a travel called on Danae Carter.
Just 1-2 mini steps there, trying to get that layup off the spin. Temple lucky that they're able to get their own turnover.
Yeah, the junior forward from Philadelphia, PA, spent her first 2 seasons of collegiate ball at Mississippi State before transferring to Villanova. Rivera has it being guarded by Carter. Rivera trying to find Taylor, gets it to her. Taylor guarded by Bosco, driving in. There's contact.
Wow.
Layup, little floater off the backboard, and that one goes in.
Again, from that mid-range area, just able to rise up and through contact, get the ball off glass.
Temple now leads 48-45. Tristan Taylor showing no fear, taking over in this third quarter. Here's number 8, Jalea Green with it, gives to Bosco. Bosco dribbling baseline, a nice pass.
Wow.
That was a nice pass there, finding Maddie Burke on the cut, and she gets that layup to go.
Yeah, pretty smooth pass there, able to just get an easy layup there off the fingers.
Taylor with it once again on that left wing. Finding Gary. Gary moving without the ball. Easy layup. Gets that one to go. And Gary showing emotion, giving a high five to one of her coaches on the bench.
Great job splitting the defenders there, getting through them, having wide open space there again in the mid-range area.
Yeah, we mentioned that Gary's the sharpshooter for this team, but they're moving without the ball and using the glass on the floater. Bosco, little pull-up jumper, no good off the rim. East has the rebound. East pushing, has Turner or Taylor all the way to her left, but doesn't see her. Gary, wide open three.
Wow.
Tariana Gary gets that three to fall. She throws up three fingers as she backpedals back on defense. Temple leads 53-47.
KYP Villanova, know your personnel. You cannot leave Temple's best three-point shooter that wide open at the top.
And there goes the sharpshooter, finally getting one to fall. The third three of the game for Temple on just 7 attempts. Bosco has the top of the key, being guarded by Gary. Bosco lets a three fly, and she responds with a made three-pointer of her own.
What a cold response from Villanova's guard there.
I mean, Villanova 1 for 15 on the game before that one. Now 2 for 16 from three. A lot of guts there from Bosco, not afraid to take that shot.
You got a nice back and forth here going in the third quarter.
Oliver driving in on Burke. Oliver gets that tough layup to fall, responds quickly. Temple now leads 55-50 with 40 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Trading buckets here in the final 2 minutes of the third.
Here goes Bosco being guarded once again tightly by Taylor. Lost it for a second, but got it back. Finds Carter. Carter back to Bosco. Bosco thought she had a lane, but pulled it back out. Taylor with nice recovery defense. Bosco tried to drive in, and that'll be a foul called.
Oh, I thought that was going to be on Bosco. Looks like her elbow got up there into the face of Turner.
Yeah, we thought that was the foul on Bosco, but it'll be a foul on Tristan Taylor.
Who gets subbed out. Now we have Turner back in the game.
Yep, in the game for Temple. Oliver, Taylor, Rivera, Gary, East. In the game for Villanova, Orahill, Green, Bosco, Burke, and Carter. Temple 4 for their last 4, Villanova 4 for their last 5. 17 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Temple leaves 55-50. Here at the Finneran Pavilion, the Women's Big Five Classic Championship, the first ever. 7 seconds to go in this third quarter. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Bosco, a pass to Green in the corner. Now here's Edmondson with it at the buzzer. No good. And Temple, very good defense to close out that third quarter. They will find themselves leading 55-50. Tyler, real quick, thoughts on that third quarter?
Well, they're just trading buckets there in the end. Temple's able to go on that run, get themselves the lead, and then Villanova fought back. They hit another three, their second of the game, but Temple's still doing a great job on the glass. I cannot overemphasize how important that has been for them to be able to now not only take the lead, but keep it if they keep fighting off the glass and winning those. And I just want to point on the last possession, they are trying to get Bosco some easier looks. She's leading her team with 17 points. She's 7 for 13, but they are overloading the left side there, trying to give her either a lane on the right side, and then she had the easy pass to the corner there for her team as they passed around, but Temple did a great job of closing out and not giving Villanova an easy shot.
Yeah, Bosco playing 29 of the possible 30 minutes that she could have played so far in this game, so just sitting for 1 minute. A lot of intensity. This is Big Five basketball, Tyler. High intensity, high stakes, a lot on the line here. We're going to have the fourth quarter call for you, a nail-biter here. Temple leads 55-50. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. You're listening to WHIP Radio live on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio on YouTube. I'm Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Temple leads by 5, 55-50, as this fourth quarter is just getting underway. Tyler, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better Big Five Classic Championship game. The first ever Women's Big Five Classic. And, I mean, Temple leading by 5. High intensity, high stakes. It's feeling like the Big Five right now.
Yeah, this is a fantastic inaugural game. Both teams really going all out here. The scoring, they're going back and forth now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this game come down to the last minute.
Villanova will have the ball here to start the fourth quarter. The story of the game here, one of the stories of the game, Villanova, 2 for 17 from 3. Jalea Green has it off the inbound, being guarded by Kayla Turner. Gives to Caitlin Orahill. Orahill gives to Edmondson. Edmondson over to Power Cassidy. Cassidy being guarded by the smaller Gary. Now Gary guarding Green with the ball. Edmondson has the ball now. Weber with it. Whistle blown. And the Temple bench celebrating. That'll be a foul on Villanova. Power Cassidy arguing with the referee.
Couldn't see exactly what happened, but I just saw Turner on the ground. Not sure if Villanova got a little too aggressive there in the low post.
Yeah, the foul is on Power Cassidy. Brona Power Cassidy, the graduate guard from Dublin, Ireland. Temple has the ball now. It's Kayla Turner on the left wing, driving in, but has to pull back out. Pull-up jumper for Kayla Turner.
Wow.
That one is good. Spun around, came in, went out, went back in.
That found her spot in the mid-range. You're not going to step up. She's going to rise up and take that every time.
And still showing that she's comfortable in that 6-man role. Villanova has it. Here's Jalea Green. Gives to Edmondson. Edmondson being guarded by Oliver.
Good job closing off the cut.
Orahill gives to Green. Green being guarded by Rivera. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Has to hurry. 2 seconds. Rivera, good defense. Green threw up that floater. No good. Didn't hit the rim. That'll be a shot clock violation on the Villanova Wildcats.
Great defense there. They were closing off every cut Villanova tried to take there. Nobody was opened out from the three-point line as well, trying to get Villanova to take that fourth shot. As you mentioned, doesn't hit rim. Good turnover there by Temple.
And Jasmine Bosco took a quick 1 minute and 9 second break to start this fourth quarter, but now she's back in. As TR East has it. Driving in, being guarded by Edmondson. Trying to throw up a tough left-handed layup, but blocked by Edmondson. That would have been a really tough shot there. Probably should have passed back out.
Yeah, got to recognize you got 2 people right on you in the face in the paint. You probably have an open teammate out wide.
Turner finds Gary on the inbound. Here's Rivera with it, being guarded by Orahill. Turner with it now. Another pull-up jumper, and gets that one to go. There was contact. She went to the floor, but sunk that shot anyway.
Say it again. Mid-range falling for these Temple guards. That is her spot.
Yeah, that is classic basketball, just playing a nice mid-range game there. Edmondson with it, being guarded by Oliver. Gives to Weber. Weber to the corner. Power Cassidy has it. Power Cassidy working on the smaller Gary. Nice spin move. Can't get the layup to go over the shorter defender. Oliver pushing.
You don't need to force it.
2-on-1 fast break. Can't get the layup to go, like you said. Don't need to force it, and that's exactly what she did.
You didn't have the numbers. You had 2 people in front of you guarding the basket. You didn't need to throw that up. You could have slowed it down, gave your offense time to set up a better shot.
And those more unforced turnovers. I guess not a turnover because it was a missed shot that then went out of bounds. But
I still count that as a turnover.
Yeah, it's not a turnover on the box score, but I'm sure head coach Diane Richardson is counting it as one.
Yeah.
Jasmine Bosco being guarded tightly by Turner, driving in. Trying to find Orahill in the corner, but Orahill couldn't get to it. A very bad forced pass there by Jasmine Bosco.
I love that by Temple. If you're going to help out there and leave that open shooter in the corner, you have to keep your hands active, stay up, know that they're probably going to try and pass it out to the corner like that, like Bosco just did. Great job by Temple's defense.
Tariana Gary gives to Amaya Oliver. East cut to the basket, but Oliver couldn't get it to her. Rivera calling for it. Being guarded by number 5, Ryan Allen. The first game she's played this season. Taylor working on Bosco. Taylor, pull-up jumper. That one is good. Once again, Kayla Turner. 3 straight mid-range jumpers in this quarter.
She is on fire right now. That mid-range jumper is pure.
Temple leads 61-50, an 11-point lead with 7 minutes to go here in this game. Jasmine Bosco being guarded by Turner. Gives to Ryan Allen. Bosco with it back. Turner guarding her. East guarding Weber in the corner. 5 seconds to go on this shot clock. Has to hurry. Oh, nice crossover move by Bosco. Pull-up jumper.
Wow.
Gets that one to go.
Yeah,
Very nice move there.
You said it. A nice crossover. Got Turner going to the right when she went left.
Bosco keeping her composure. A bad shot there. Air ball by Tariana Gary. And she gives a thumbs up to the bench saying, my bad.
Yeah, not sure why she took that shot. She had a defender in her face. Plenty of time on the clock. No need to force a shot when the mid-range, especially at the lower game, has been working for your team.
Yeah, with the 9-point lead, you would want to drain some clock as well. Shot it very early there in the shot clock.
The big shots aren't desperately needed right now. Keep going with what's been working for your team. You have the lead. Draw out the clock.
Bosco with it, leading all scorers in this game with 19, 8 for 14 from the field. Being guarded tightly by Taylor, who checked back into the game. Taylor working on the much bigger Maddie Weber. And that'll be a whistle called. Tristan Taylor has her arms out in confusion. The foul will be on her.
I didn't see much there, but the rest clearly saw something on the other side.
In the game for Temple, Molina, Taylor, Rivera, Gary, and East. In the game for Villanova, Allen, Bosco, Edmondson, Carter, and Weber. Rivera guarding the inbound. Has to get it in quick, and they do just in time. Jasmine Bosco with it in the corner, being guarded by Gary. Bosco driving baseline, a nice pass there. Carter can't get it to go, but gets the offensive rebound. Cleans up her own miss and gets that second chance points there.
That's back-to-back possessions for her.
Gary, wide open three.
Whoa.
Gets that one to go. Tariana Gary responds with a three-pointer.
And that's how you make up for that missed forced three earlier.
We have, I believe, an injury timeout as the trainer comes out to do some work on the eyebrow of one of the Villanova players. I believe that's number 34, Maddie Weber. No, it's not Maddie Weber. It's Laura Edmondson getting looked at.
Yeah, like you said, though, great job by Tariana Gary there, taking that open three. We saw the last one, she takes a little force, and she apologized to the bench immediately, comes back, makes up for it.
And it's nice to see that her confidence wasn't shot after that air ball. She has been struggling from three-point range this season. Came into the game shooting 25.5% from three-point range, had the air ball, said my bad, and followed it up with a big-time shot there from three. Put Temple back up double digits, leading 64-54 with 5:54 to go in this fourth quarter.
And Temple is shooting 4 for 9 for 3 right now, about 45%. And like we keep mentioning with Villanova, they haven't been taking that many threes this second half. They are still just 2 for 17, 12% from three. Something we would have never predicted to happen in this game.
Villanova, with 6 three-point attempts in this fourth quarter, or I'm sorry, with 0 three-point attempts in this fourth quarter, 6 three-point attempts in the third quarter, made 2 of them, none in this fourth quarter, and 5 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the quarter.
And for Villanova, it's been Jasmine Bosco, the player we mentioned pregame, the one to watch out for. She's doing everything she can to keep Villanova in this game, leading her team in points, rebounds, and assists. The rebound is the one that stands out to me. Carter, usually their top rebounder, she's only got 4 right now, but it's your lead guard doing everything she can to keep you in the game.
We're seeing some old school basketball here from Temple. Only 9 three-point attempts and a lot of mid-range jumpers.
And they're going in.
They are going in. Old school basketball here at the Finneran Pavilion. A turnover by Villanova. That was Ryan Allen there trying to find number 23, Maddie Burke. But Temple came away with the steal, and then the whistle was blown.
Hey, great job again, keeping active hands. Don't let them get these easy passes down low.
The steal was by Tiara East, the senior guard for the Owls, as now Tristan Taylor will take it just past that V at midcourt, that Villanova Wildcat V. East has it, gives to Rivera. Rivera over to Gary. Gary gives to East. Right wing being guarded by Bosco. She has her hand up. East working on Bosco. Gives to Molina, top of the key. Molina trying to find Gary, couldn't find her. After a couple deflections, it will stay with the Temple Owls.
As you mentioned, she had Taylor open on the left wing, and then Molina with kind of a forced passer. Lucky that went off the defender. 6 seconds left on the clock here, though.
Yeah, you don't usually see Jaleesa Molina at the top of the key behind the three-point line. And here she's with it again behind the three-point line. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. East, pull up three. She gets it to go. Tiara East gets the Temple bench on their feet. And she gives Temple a 13-point lead. Go ahead, Tyler.
The confidence to take that shot. Fantastic job setting up East there. She rises right into it.
Weber pulling up for a mid-range jumper, responds, cutting the Villanova deficit to 11. What a big-time shot by East. Had to get it up because of the shot clock, and nothing but net there on that three. Rivera gives to Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Maddie Weber. Bosco telling Weber to clear out. She wants Taylor. Then Taylor gives to Gary. Gary being guarded by Burke. Another three by East. She gets it to go. Back-to-back threes by Tiara East. She lets out the emotion. Gives Diane Richardson a high five. Skipping back on defense. Temple leads by 14. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Maddie Weber with it being guarded by East. East playing her strong. Has to pass back out. Carter with it being guarded by Molina. Ryan Allen with it. Bosco has it, top of the key, being guarded by Taylor. Bosco pull-up jumper, no good. And that'll be a foul on the floor. Looks like a push in the back there by Tiara East. Tyler, talk about those 2 threes there by the senior guard.
I mean, Tiara East is just playing with such confidence right here in the second half, and Temple overall playing such a cleaner second half. They are finding their open spots. They're not forcing anything. Get to your spot, find the open space. Your teammates are finding you now, and you're having some easier open jump shots for not just a mid-range like we've seen a lot in most of this game, but now these threes are opening up because Villanova has to respect what you've been doing closer to the basket. And it's awesome to see the turnaround for East, and as well as Gary struggling in the beginning of this game. Now they're stepping up for their team here in the fourth quarter to try to close out this game and get this first ever championship win in the Big Five for the women's team.
The trio of Tristan Taylor, Tariana Gary, and Tiara East out there on the court. Taylor with 15, Gary with 14, and East with a game-leading 21 points, 8 for 15 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, 3 for 4 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for her.
Temple has 2 players who have made just as many threes as the entire Villanova team.
And I mentioned the trio. Don't forget Kayla Turner as well, off the bench, 10 points, 5 for 8. A lot of mid-range jumpers. She's so comfortable.
Kayla Turner and Tristan Taylor have done a fantastic job, not only on the offensive side of the glass, or on the offensive side of the ball, getting these mid-range jumpers to go, but they're also doing a great job on defense, trying to stop these explosive guards for Villanova, staying in front of them, making every shot difficult.
Yeah, she is the perfect weapon off the bench. 4 players for Temple, scoring in double digits so far. Like I mentioned, East, Taylor, Gary, and Turner as well. I mean, Temple, a 14-point lead, 70-56, 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go. We knew this would be a tough game coming in. Of course, all those missed threes by the Wildcats certainly help, but that's just how the game goes, and Temple certainly taking advantage. I mean, we're sitting right behind the Temple band right now.
Right.
I mean, they're always into it, but especially tonight, we see they have their instruments in the air. They're loud. The Temple bench is loud as well. Tiara East, she showed so much emotion there. Skipping back, Diane Richardson too, giving her a high five.
It's great to see a team connected from coach down. You see the love that they have for their coach, going up and celebrating with her after these big shots in the middle of the game. They're not even during a timeout. It's awesome to see that this team is so well connected right now. You see it on the court, it's coming through. But now what you have to do, there's 3:53 left in this game. Do not falter. Stay level-headed. Don't get ahead of yourself. Close out the game.
Temple 3 for their last 3 on the court for the Owls. Molina, Taylor, Rivera, Gary East. On the court for the Wildcats, Laura Hill, Bosco, Edmondson, Burke, and Weber. 3:53 to go in this first ever Women's Big Five Classic Championship game. Temple leads by 14, 70-56. The inbounder will be Weber for the Wildcats. Gets it into Carter, being guarded by Molina. Weber lets a 3 fly, air ball, way too strong, and Gary corrals that rebound. If you're Tristan Taylor, Tyler, you got to be taking some time off the clock here. Take your time. Don't force anything.
Use the shot clock. You've had a good luck on offense. Oh,
Well, if you're TR East, you could just drive in and make an easy left-handed layup. How about that?
If you're going to leave, if you're Villanova, you're going to leave that open area right there in the paint. TR East is going to take advantage of that. Just an easy finger roll there for the layup.
I was going to say an easy left-handed finger roll layup. Diane Richardson telling her team to get their hands up. East almost had the steal, and that was a three-pointer by Maddie Weber. No good. Another miss. 2 for 19 for the Wildcats. And Tyler, I see you. You're saying take your time.
Yeah, they almost, you know, you can tell they thought about TR East streaming down the middle of the court there. They thought about passing it to her for the easy transition bucket, but slowing it down. That's a great job, smart job by the Temple offense.
Molina was calling for it. Rivera didn't give it to her. Taylor driving in on Bosco. Bosco goes flying. Whistle blown. And that'll be an offensive foul on number 11, Tristan Taylor. Jasmine Bosco drawing the charge there.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness, but you still have the clock there, slow things down. No need to take a shot like that when your team has done a good job spacing out.
Villanova will have the inbound here. It'll be Jalea Green inbounding the ball, the senior guard from St. Louis, Missouri. 3 seasons at Southeast Missouri State, now in her first season at Villanova. Bosco has it back. Bosco, the freshman guard, playing a lot of minutes tonight. Passes it down low. And that'll be a foul. She passed.
Yeah, Temple really trying to keep your active hands right there, try to get that steal, but when you do that, if you don't complete the steal, then you're going to leave your other defender in a bad position there, as they just did. They had the foul as Villanova went up for a layup.
And I was confused there for a second. I believe that's Laura Edmondson, who came out of the game with an injury, now wearing a different jersey. She's number 14 as she misses that first free throw. She's number 14, got hurt. I guess maybe there was some blood on the jersey.
Yeah.
Now she's out there numbered 40. No name, no last name on the back.
Pulling a Michael Jordan.
That's a number Jordan. That's a Michael Jordan move there.
And like Michael Jordan, she makes her free throws.
Yep. She missed the first, made the second.
Yeah, that was our old head call out there. We mentioned Michael Jordan. Everybody can calm down now.
Yeah, but says she got fouled. I'm looking for the name. I'm like, there's no 40 on Villanova. But it was Laura Edmondson.
Villanova playing a press now as they try to fight back in this game and late in the fourth quarter.
A risky pass from East and a nice pass by Molina. And now she gives to Gary. Tristan Taylor has it, taking her time, setting up the offense. Letting the clock tick down, 2:25 to go in this game. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Being guarded by Bosco. Taylor driving in. A nice pull-up jumper. Oh, she got Bosco in the air with the pump fake, but couldn't get the mid-range jumper to go.
And that was exactly what you need to do from both sides. You either had the pick and roll, you felt the contact. If you're Molina, you get down low, and it was a great shot still, just didn't go in.
Edmondson, top of the key, lets it fly, and she gets that one to go.
Changes the jersey, starts making all of her shots.
There you go, wearing the brand new number 40 jersey, not even a last name on the back, and she gets that
Get
three
it up
to
the
go.
court.
Have to hurry here if you're Temple. And a foul there by the Nate Carter, kind of bailing out the Owls there, really.
Yeah, Temple was close to getting a clock violation there, not getting the ball at the court quick enough.
If you're Temple, you'll take it.
Definitely. Villanova now with 3 fouls, both teams with 3 fouls here in the fourth quarter.
1 minute and 51 seconds to go in this first ever Women's Big 5 Classic Championship game. Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. WHIP Radio on YouTube. Tristan Taylor has it. Gives to Tariana Gary. Gary being guarded by Power Cassidy. Rivera with it now. Gives to Taylor. East with it. East lets a 3 fly. Can't get that one to go. That'll be a rebound by Laura Edmondson. And the whistle will be blown.
I think the ball bounced off the top of the backboard, going out of bounds. That was a good shot by East. It was definitely open. Took advantage of the space she had at the top. Just didn't fall for her, but I mean, you can't fault her for taking that open shot, especially with how she's been making them this quarter.
Yeah, she was definitely feeling it. 2 for 2 from 3 before that one. Now 2 for 3. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Bosco driving in, and she's stripped by Tristan Taylor. Taylor has it now, trying to cross midcourt, and she does. Taylor pulling it out, taking her time. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. East has it. Fouled hard by Jasmine Bosco, and Bosco showing the nice sportsmanship there, helping out TR East, helping her up.
Yeah, and on the defensive side for Temple there, great job when your opposing player is going up for the layup, swipe down, get all the ball. Great job causing the turnover, getting the ball up the court quick. And Villanova is now going to start reaching desperation mode as they try to get the ball back here to climb back in this game.
1 minute and 10 seconds to go in this game. A nice pass to TR East. A give and go. East to Oliver, Oliver to East. And Temple leads by 14, 74-60 with a minute to go in this game.
A quick cut off the inbound. Very easy for TR East to get that layup in.
Diane Richardson, both hands in the air, telling her team to play defense. A nice pass down low, blocked by Nissa Rivera. Laura Edmondson went up for the layup, but was blocked by Rivera. And now that'll be a foul on Villanova. Temple has the ball.
Again, amazing defense. They're trying to get these layups in, and Temple is denying everything they try here in the low post.
45.8 to go in this game. Temple leads by 14 here at the Finneran Pavilion at Villanova University. As TR East gets that first free throw to fall, both teams are in the bonus, putting Temple up by 15, 75-60. We said coming into the game, TR East really needs to step up, has been very streaky, and she showed up when it mattered most. Couldn't get that second free throw to fall, and she is very frustrated with herself. We're going to take a quick break here. Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. 45.6 to go in this game. You're listening to WHIP Radio on YouTube. Welcome back into WHIP Radio. Zachary Silverstein with Tyler Blankenship. Tyler, history in the making is brewing here at the Finneran Pavilion. 55.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Temple well on their way to winning the first ever Women's Big Five Classic Championship game. A nice pass down low to Laura Edmondson from Kaylin Orahill, but Edmondson couldn't get it to go, and I believe it'll be a jump ball. An easy missed layup there by Villanova.
Maybe sort of rushing and forcing things here as they are in desperation mode here. The last 40 seconds of the game, you're down by 15. Not much you can do.
I mean, that is the story of the night for Villanova. Just missed shot after missed shot. A majority of them have been pretty open.
Yeah.
Villanova will inbound the ball here. Weber with it. A quick pull-up jumper off the inbound. Misses the rim and hits the net. And the whistle will be blown. And again, we said a wide open jumper there for Weber. Couldn't even hit the rim.
Yeah, and it's been, I mean, for Temple, just the resiliency, the consistency that they've had to come out in the second half. You had 13 turnovers in the first half for Temple, 15 total still now in the game. You've only had 2 in this second half. That is extremely impressive. And now they are also leading in the points off a turnover battle, which we saw them losing by 6 going into the second half. They are now 21 points off a turnover to Villanova's 15. Villanova had 14 points of turnover coming into the second half. So fantastic job by Temple, cleaning up their mistakes from the second half, staying resilient, being a consistent team in the second half, making your shots. You're shooting 50% from the 3, almost 56% from the field. Just an amazing job by Temple overall in the second half.
Incredible for the Owls, leading 75-60. You mentioned it, they cleaned it up. The turnovers have been very limited, but on the flip side, they're forcing Villanova into some turnovers and taking advantage of them. And that is what good teams do. This second half has been textbook by the Temple Owls.
Diane Richardson has to be so proud of her team as they've been celebrating after these made jumpers. You can tell this team they never faltered. They kept their confidence. The shots started going in. They played cleaner basketball. And now, I mean, 34 seconds until we're looking at the first ever women's championship of the Big Five.
Temple 5 for the last 7. Villanova 1 for the last 7. Villanova has to get it in quick. Edmondson has it, throws it up, can't get it to go. And I believe it's off the fingertips of East. And it'll stay with Villanova once again.
Temple fighting till the end here, even with the lead. Villanova, 1 of their last 7 here. Sorry, of their last 8.
On the court for Temple, Curry, Taylor, Rivera, Gary, East. On the court for Villanova, Orahill, Power, Cassidy, Green, Edmondson, and Weber. 31.9 to go here. Finneran Pavilion. Temple leading 75-60. Inbound pass to Orahill, and she gets that one to go off the pass from Brona Power Cassidy. And a timeout called by Temple. Diane Richardson, even though she's got a 13-point lead with 30 seconds to go, not liking what she saw on that inbound.
That's good. Get those coaching points in. This is a long season. We're still only in the beginning of December. This is a big moment for the team, but good job keeping your team level-headed. Yeah. Look, you got bigger moments coming.
It doesn't matter what the score is, what the situation is. There's never a wrong time to coach.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what Diane Richardson is doing, as Temple and Villanova will make their way back out to the court. Villanova had a plan, they had a goal, they had a mission, and whatever that plan was, they stuck to it. Just 12 three-point attempts this entire game, but throwing it back to the early 2000s, the 90s, with all those mid-range jumpers that they were taking, and they were making them.
They found the open space. You took what the defense was giving you, and you took advantage of it.
East with some nifty dribbling.
Oh.
Almost turns it over. Oliver has the loose ball. Gives the freshman Savannah Curry. Curry double-teamed, and the referee will blow the whistle. That was pretty good defense there by Villanova, but Temple doing a good job not turning it over.
Yeah, they lost the ball a couple times there, but Temple was able to pick it up a couple times, and now they get the foul on them and go up for some more free throws.
And here's the freshman guard, Savannah Curry, out of Fallston, Maryland, playing in her 8th game of the season. Misses that first free throw, just her 4th attempt of the season, came in shooting 2 for 3. Curry was second team All-State her senior year of high school. Last year, she gets that second free throw to fall. Clock ticking down, 15 seconds to go. Diane Richardson telling her team to play defense. The entire Temple bench standing up, clapping. 7 seconds to go. Weber has it, pull-up jumper, no good. Tariana Gary gets that rebound. She dribbles at the clock, throws the ball up in the air, and the Temple Owls are the first ever Women's Big 5 Classic champions.
Can't speak enough to how proud Diane Richardson has to be of her team. They stayed resilient. They fought the entire game. They cleaned it up in the second half. Once they got that lead, they never looked back. They kept Villanova on their heels, played fantastic defense, found the open shots on offense, and just stayed in this game and took over, especially in the fourth quarter, to win the first ever Big 5 championship for the women.
History for Temple, history for the Big 5. They will have their names in the record books forever. What a perfect second half for Temple. Diane Richardson in her 3rd season as the head coach of the Temple Owls, improving her season record to 5-3 as she wins the first ever Big 5 Women's Classic Championship. The entire team coming right over to the Temple band, celebrating with them. What an incredible scene. You walk into Villanova, playing Villanova. You knew it was going to be a tough environment, and they didn't falter. They got the job done.
They didn't flinch at all. You really see the resiliency in this team, the toughness that they show. You had all those turnovers in the first half, and in the second half, you only have 2, and you stay in the game the entire time. You go on your run, and you beat a team that is known to score in big runs, and you prevent them from completing that, and you get the win, like we said, in the history books. Awesome moment for this team.
Here they go, holding up the banner, holding up the cardboard sign. The banner says 2024 Big 5 champions. The banner says 2024 Big 5 champions. The cardboard just simply says Big 5 champions. I mean, look at that. The entire team holding that banner, holding that cardboard sign as they get their picture taken. The cheerleaders behind them. An incredible scene here at the Finneran Pavilion for the Temple Owls. I mean, what a way to get this started. The first ever, like you said, the Temple Owls are the 2024 Women's Big 5 Classic Championship champions. Tyler, this was an incredible call. I had a great time with you. I mean, this was awesome. You couldn't script it any better. Temple winning 76-62 to become the first ever Women's Big 5 Classic champions. I'm Zachary Silverstein alongside Tyler Blankenship. Thank you so much for listening to WHIP Radio. What a great night here at Finneran Pavilion. That's going to do it all for us.